Hey guys, what's up? So welcome back. This is another quick tutorial. Today we're going to talk about a very general rule of thumby way to make color changes, specifically on box planning models. Now there are a lot of different ways you can make color change, and so this is again just one very specific way. Now in today's example, I'm going to be using this 16 grid, very basic human stick figure that if you guys know Origami by Voice, he's been doing a lot of these guys recently, so you can find a tutorial on how to shape this over on his channel, but today I'm going to show you specifically how to do it with color change. Now, a lot of color changes you can do baked into the crease pattern, very structurally created, but a lot of the time you can actually get away with color changes just being shaped into the base retroactively. Now, if you take one thing away from this video, is that you just need to remember, if your flap is on an edge or a corner, it's going to be pretty easy, or I should say, it will be possible to color change by shaping. If it's a center flap, it'll be a little harder, actually quite a lot harder. So, but basically, if you need to color change like an arm or a hand or something, or like a weapon or something in the character's hand, just put it on the edge or corner and you'll almost certainly be fine. So just for this example, I'll show you a few things you can do. So everything has to do with the edge of the paper. So when we open up the edge, we open up the color. So you can do things like this. So already you can tell, like, we've opened up the color and we see the white underneath. Same thing on the back, or over here. Again, when we open up the color, when we open the edge, we see the color. So in this example, maybe what I'll try to do is I'll color change all of these limbs in one way or another. So like for the head, maybe what I want is, if I want to color change head, all I have to do is just take this top edge and roll it around like that. And you see that if all I needed was to color change that one flap, there you go, it's color changed, and everything else is completely unchanged. Like, let's say I needed to keep my limbs green, there we go. Now, of course, this doesn't look like a great head, but it's a start, and we can shape it in other ways later. We can come back to that. For the legs, let's say I wanted to make it like this person is wearing shorts. So what I could do in that case is, if I make a little pleat like that, then that allows me to open up the edge beneath the pleat, something like this. So this is quite a brute force method, but as you can tell, it works just fine. So stuff like that. And then maybe on this foot, I'll turn it inside out, so it's poking out like that. And then if I want to widen the shorts on the color part, I can use these back layers, which are still green, and widen that out. And it's a little jank, but this is just to show, for example, what are some kind of things you can do with very easily with color change. So there's one leg, one pant leg, and then I'll go ahead and shape his feet or his shoes underneath. And again, I highly recommend, if you want to learn how to do these very simple human figure shaping, go and watch the video, which I'll link in the description. His voice explains a lot better than I will here how to shape this human effectively. So there you go. There's one leg, the shoe, color change, and we didn't really change the crease pattern or anything. It's just done by shaping, and this only works when the flaps are on the edge or in the corner. So I think that's good for the leg. I'll just leave the leg like that. The other leg, I don't need to show you because it'll be the exact same thing. For the arm, maybe I'll do the same thing, but for a t-shirt. Or actually, let me just show you a full color change. So if you don't like all this mush, another way you can color change is just by reverse folding. That's really why it's called reverse fold, is because it reverses the direction of the crease, which would then, change the direction of the color. So if I just reverse fold, I'm just doing a really crude reverse fold. You could do it very, very evenly and like distribute the layers correctly, which maybe I should do. If I have something like this and I pull the layers apart, maybe it'll be a little better. Something very crude. Again, this is just to show, for example, if you were doing this on a final model, you would do this much more neater than I am right now. But as you can tell, this flap is now white. And so if I can go ahead and and shape it as I would normally, and do some stuff with that. Or maybe I'll just leave it like that for now and then shape it later. Maybe for the, let's see, what should we do? And then maybe let's make a long sleeve shirt on the other end. So he's going to be wearing a very strange outfit right now. But if I want to make an outfit, or sorry, if I want to make a color change hand, which again, if you haven't noticed, I'm using white as the skin color, green as the clothes color. So let's say I want to make an open hand. Well, here's one way. I'm going to just squash it and open that up. And there we go. There's our white hand. I believe you can do this lower. So if you wanted to do 2 units of white hand, what I'm doing is I'm doing that structure again, but lower. And again, it'll be a little bit jank because I'm hurrying. I want to keep this video short. But you can tell that what I've done here is now I have 2 units of white hand. Maybe I'll keep this just for show. So I'll keep that. There's another way there you go. That's another way you can color change things. Yeah. So I mean, I'm probably not gonna bother shaping the rest of it because you can just watch Boyce's video if you want to learn how to shape human figures. But there we go. We have 3 different ways you can shape. The head was just done by reverse, turning the layers inside out. This one was done by like a kind of a squash and a lift up kind of maneuver. This one was done by an outside reverse fold, and then this one was done by a pleat and then pulling the layers open. And as you can tell, we already have a lot more colors. It adds a lot more details to your figure. It makes it look much more realistic than just a straight monocolor model. So I would highly recommend that you learn how to do color change. It makes your models much more effective, it adds a whole other level of detail to your model that I really enjoy. So hope this video helped. Just remember that there's a lot more to color change than what I can talk about in less than 10 minutes here. But for now, hopefully this will get you started.